Hey, this is Mark Washington, MTC Media. So, there's an old clip that you'll see on NFL film sometimes, and it's Ken Norton Jr. Yeah, Ken Norton Jr. when he played for the San Francisco 49ers, and then the Rams had moved to St. Louis out of LA. And he said something along the lines of, "New city, same sorry bleep Rams." And I bring that up because I almost feel that way right now about the Las Vegas Raiders. New coach, new front office, same sorry bleep Raiders, which is what happened in Washington this past week, where the Commanders was without their franchise quarterback, their starting running back, and they trounced and embarrassed Las Vegas. And I don't want to crush Pete Carroll because he just got there 15 minutes ago, but you talk about putting together a roster. They have to find a way to put together a roster and put together a roster over the next 2 to 3 years. Pete Carroll's not 60 years old. And the thing about the Raiders hiring someone that old is which get that shelf life is a little bit shorter than it would be with a younger coach. And I understood they really hired him as a bridge, and maybe it will take 4 years to actually bring some stability to the organization, but we didn't see it on Sunday. On Sunday, that looked like what the Raiders have looked like for all too long. And everybody's worried about Tom Brady and conflict of interest. Does it do? Where's the advantage to the Raiders? I mean, I haven't seen an advantage to the Raiders yet with Tom Brady being there, but it also goes to show you how running an organization to the ground the way the Raiders have run that organization to the ground, and when you're changing every 15 minutes, it's hard to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. The Raiders can't run the ball despite drafting a top running back because the offensive line stinks. Geno Smith sometimes is running for his life. He doesn't have receivers that truly can get separation. So then you're depending way too much on Brock Bowers, who is very good, but there's got to be, guys on the outside. This is how the NFL is played today. And then defensively, the first 2 weeks, the Raiders defense was probably better than what people expected. And then week 3 against Washington, they looked like what people thought the Raider defense would look like, which is terrible. So you have to fix it on that end too. But for the Raiders, I know coming east can be tough, and they've gone east, west, east. So the NFL has not done them any favors in terms of scheduling. But their inability to tackle, their inability to be in the right place at the right time defensively, looked comically bad. It looked high schoolish at times. And that's not good. You can say, well, we don't have players good enough in these positions, and we're going to fix that over time. You can understand that. But the miscommunication and everything else. And then the most damning thing I heard is about Chip Kelly, who they said I think was last in the NFL in 2016, and his offense looks like 2016. And that's the other thing. Is Chip Kelly the right hire for today's NFL to run an offense? Because in the first 3 weeks, we haven't seen it. And this is the thing. You could have had Cliff Kingsbury, but Mark Davis wanted to give him a 2-year contract as opposed to the standard 3-year contract to be the offense coordinator. And there he was on Sunday in Washington watching Cliff Kingsbury with his backup quarterback, by the way, after leading a rookie quarterback to the NFC Championship game. You're seeing him will and deal to get 41 points on you. And it's all because you didn't want to give him the standard 3-year contract. You wanted to lowball him with a 2-year contract. That's hustling backwards. And that's all Mark Davis has done with the Las Vegas Raiders, is hustle backwards.